Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for that feedback. That feedback was a lifesaver. All the while I've been talking here, I didn't know I was actually talking to myself. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Branto. I hope I got that name very well. Please forgive me. So please let's go ahead, maximize the opportunity. Let's connect in the comments. Write your name, what you do, and of course, I know we have more of Ghanaians here. Where you're joining us from? Where in Ghana? Are you in Kumasi? Are you in Accra? Are you in Greater Accra or Greater Region? Yeah, so all of those locations. You're in Tema. You're wherever you are. Just let us know where you are watching us from. Today is going to be an exciting day for you because you're going to get to learn a lot about your business. I promised that I was going to train on how to onboard new employees in your business because trust me, is the most exciting part of employment doesn't just happen when you have new persons join your team. Is how you're able to maximize them. Oh, amazing, a school consultant, thank you for joining in. Okay, so I want to start by establishing this. I want us to have this webinar in about 45 minutes. So I want to start by establishing this, that nobody achieves a great vision alone, all one. The word alone is a short for all one. Nobody achieves a great vision alone. You need a team. I've seen people who have been hurt by their team members when they make statements and say, oh, I can't work with anybody. Human beings are very this, human beings are very that. As much as human beings are all the things that we say they are and more, I want you to know that you can never achieve anything great alone. If you're ever going to achieve that vision you have for your company, your business, your school, whatever endeavor you find yourself in, if you're ever going to achieve it, then you must, have a team do it with you. And if that's the case, you see the reason why we must maximize our connection and have people join us. So let's go ahead. All right, can you see my screen? All right. Okay, so let me know at any point if you can't hear me, please drop a chat so I know that you can hear me. So if you look at the picture on the screen, it says you're about to have a new baby. So today something really very interesting happened. Just a moment. So today something really very interesting happened. I was at the hospital to see a friend who just put to bed a set of twins, girls. And the very interesting thing about this delivery is that she's been waiting for about 5 years since she got married to have the kids. And all of a sudden, without any intervention, without anything at all, she's conceiving and she's having these twin girls. Now, I also recall the time when I was going to have my first baby. The first day I got that result, I said, hey, you're pregnant. Oh my God. The way my heart was excited, I was so excited. When you're expecting a new baby, you're so excited that you start having what they call the nesting feeling. Nesting is when you start preparing, even up until you keep folding the baby's clothes. You've not seen the baby, but you're making all preparations, doing all the shoppings, going where you need to go, just so that you can welcome. Just so that you can welcome the new baby. Someone said they can't hear me. Please, if you can't hear me, let me know at any point you can't hear me. All right. Okay, so you keep going through all of that just so that you can maximize that opportunity to prepare for their coming. The truth is that when you're about to have a new hire, when you recruit a new staff, the truth is that it can be likened to expecting a new baby in your organization. The reason why I use new baby is because you have to do a lot of preparations. You have to set up for them. You have to get ready to nurture them because when they come on board, when you have that new baby in your hand, you're going to have to mold them to become who it is that you want them to be. So you're about to have a new baby. That is what we liken recruitment process too. So please, Branto, help me confirm. Can you hear me very clearly? I want to be sure that you can hear me. Okay, so it says here that recruitment is the process of finding and attracting the potential human resources for filling up vacant positions within an organization. Please help me confirm you can hear me. Write it in the chat if you can hear me. I want to be sure that you can hear me. Recruitment is the process of finding and attracting the potential human resources for filling up vacant positions in an organization. Remember that we have established that you must need people. If you're ever going to build anything great, you can never do it alone. No matter, even if you're a perfectionist, even if only you know how to do that particular thing. I was speaking with a business owner during the week, and she told me, oh, this part of my business, I don't think anybody can do it like me. I don't think that anyone can. And the more she kept saying that, the more I kept on saying, do you forget that you're a mere mortal, that sickness could come, that there are limitations that occur, that even up until the point of death, we are mortals. So if you're ever going to achieve something, you need people. And if you need people, you have to have a recruitment process that brings them into your organization. So recruitment is not an event, it's a process of bringing in people to join you in building your organization. Recruitment is so sensitive that if you get the wrong people on board, you're going to destroy the vision you're trying to build. So if you're a business owner, I want to appeal to you to stop treating recruitment as just any kind of activity where you bring people before you and you just ask them any question. Can you do the work? Yes, I can do it. And then you say, oh, come join us. No, you must be very careful who you bring on board. Why? I always tell corporate leaders this. What you are building is as important as who you are building it with. If you build with the wrong person, you're going to sabotage that vision. So I want to be sure that I have business owners here who are interested in building right. Now, no company can become great without the right people. No company, please note this. Let me tell you the truth. I wrote on social media, I think during the week, I made a statement where I said, good customer service does not begin with smiling at customers. Hi, hello, good morning, how are you? No, that is not good customer service. Good customer service begins with having the right quality of products and services. There is no good way to serve a bad product. I can't, if I own a restaurant, I can't serve you a rotten meal with a lot of smiles and expect you to be satisfied because I smiled and I spoke at you very well. So, and the quality of your products and services is equal to the quality of your team members. If you have a wrong team, you will have bad products. You will have bad services. No matter the effort you put in or the investment you have made in that company, if you have the wrong people, you can't build right. Please take that. If you have the wrong people, you can't build right. So this is why you need to pay attention to your recruitment and selection process. Why? Because people make businesses. People make businesses. People make businesses. Are we together? Please, I want us to keep the comment section active. I don't want to ever feel alone in here. So whatever key point that hits you, write it in the comment section, drop a fire emoji, and let me know that we are having some conversations here. Okay, so I came up with the 6S recruitment model that captures different aspects of recruitment. Just a brief procedure to capture and help our minds go around it. So we have specification, which is, what we call job specification. Job specification is when you detail out, it's like a spec. When you just want to say, oh, I have a spec of a spouse, I have a spec of a friend, I have a spec of this. It is the unique specifications of the person you want to fill up that role. Do you want an entry level? Do you want an expert level? What academic qualification are you looking out for? Do you have age preferences? Do you have gender preferences? Do you have skill preferences based on the work they're going to do? Whatever it is that person is going to do, you must have a specification of that job. When you're sure of who you want, you can go about sourcing for them in the right channel. The kind of people you need are not found everywhere. That's the truth. If you're looking for certain levels of professionalism, you may need to go to some associations to advertise the role and all that. So you're being clear on who you want also helps you decide on where you can source for those people that you want. After you have sourced for candidates, then you screen them. Screening from their resumes, their CVs, you're going through them to know who fits into the description that you want on your team. When you have that, you shortlist your best candidates. The people who have more or fit into that specification that you have, you shortlist them because they are the ones that you're going to be making the final selection from. After shortlisting, you select the best person. Now, whoever you're selecting to join your organization must be fitting for the vision that you're building. Please do not hire just for skill. Hire for mindset. Hire people with the right mindset. A person may have the right skill set, but if they have the wrong mindset, they can be likened to a car with a bad engine. No matter how beautiful a car looks on the outside, yesterday I saw a very beautiful car, but it's no longer on the road. Why? It's having a major problem. So that car looks beautiful. It looks like it's good to go, but it can't move. It can't move. So don't just hire for skill. Always give preference to the mindset of the person you're hiring. Hire for a growth mindset. Sometimes it's easier to teach skill, but it's not easy to change mindset. So you can hire for mindset and train for skill. And after you've done your final selection, the last thing here is settlement. Settlement is where you begin to onboard them to fit into your organization. Let me tell you, remember I said that when you're hiring a new person, it's almost like you're giving birth to a new baby. You need to nurture that person to fit into your organization. The same way your business is not designed to serve everyone, in that same light, not everyone is designed to work in your organization. But now, this is the problem I notice. Most business owners are not even sure of the specifications they need for who they want to work with them. Once you are not clear on the job specification, you can never be clear on who you need. And like I said, recruitment is a very delicate decision. Always remember this, dear leader, that who you're building with is as important as what you're building. Don't just build. Be mindful of who you build with. Yes, sir. Hire for mindset. You train for skill, especially when it's a trainable skill like administrative skill and all that. This may not apply to a hospital. You can't hire someone who has a good mindset and then start teaching them how to do surgery. They must embody that knowledge that makes for expertise in that particular thing, especially for a job like that. But if it's administrative, secretarial, and all of those admin skills, please hire for mindset. And when I say hire for mindset, hire people with a growth mindset. And then you can always train for skill. So do well to pay keen attention to how and who you hire. Let's look at onboarding quickly. Onboarding is the process that helps a new hire to settle into the organizational vision, their culture, and their job roles. Most times I've heard business owners say, oh, I've onboarded. I've asked some business owners, did you onboard this person into your company? Say, yes, I onboarded them. I gave them job description. Job description is not onboarding. Onboarding is a very elaborate process. It's not a 1 hour thing. I once consulted for a client who said, yes, I onboarded him in 45 minutes. You don't onboard a person in 45 minutes, not even an hour. Onboarding is not a one-day affair. It's not even a 1-month affair. It's a nurturing process to help a new hire fit into the form of the organization. This takes time. I'll be very sincere with you, and usually a minimum of 3 months. Why? During the onboarding period, which of course most companies also use as a probationary period, you use that period to test the quality of your hire to see that they are in tune with what you're building. Nobody joins my organization without having a last session with me. I have a robust HR team. They carry out all the sourcing, all the interviews. But when they are done, they send me the list of their final candidates, a minimum of 3 of them. I must have an interface with those candidates to make a decision. Why? I am not even asking the questions on the levels of skill because our system has assessed all of those levels. I am looking at if this person fits into the vision I'm building, if they can embody the culture that we are trying to push, and I'm checking their mindset attentively. So, but then let me tell you the truth. I'm very honest with you. No matter how good your recruitment process is, you may not be able to escape bad hires. There are always bad eggs that make their way through, the good thing that we're doing. So there are always bad eggs. But now you don't feel so disheartened and start regretting, oh, I hired someone who is not this, who is not that. No, that is the purpose and the core objective of having, of having a probationary period. You use the probationary period to test the quality of your decision. Did I make a right hiring decision? Or, okay, someone says the volume is low. I like to, is a, okay, the volume is not low on my end. I've tested, it's not low on my end. So please check from your end if it is low, if it's from your network. If any other person has a low network, please let me know. Let me know. I'd like to make sure that everyone is hearing me. So please, Mr. Benjamin, you can help me confirm. Is my volume okay? Is it very low? Bracto, you can help me also make that confirmation. I want to be sure. So, like I said, the onboarding period is so sensitive that if during the probationary period you're not very clear what you're looking out for, you may make a wrong hiring decision. And if it exceeds 3 months, you don't want to keep the long person for long. I see, listen to this. I'm going to say this to you. I do it. Never keep a person who doesn't want to stay in your business. Never keep them. Recently, I had a staff who was performing very poor. And I called her to a meeting. I found out she was distracted with a lot of things. I called her into a meeting. I assessed her. I checked a lot of things. And I found out that she was dealing with okay, thank you so much, Mary, for the feedback. I found out that she was dealing with a lot of issues, a lot of things that were distracting her. And she told me, oh, I'm looking at sending in a resignation at the end of the month. You know, I want to send a resignation, and all that. So I told her, you know what? I know you're trying to do that just to keep to the company policy, but it's of no use to me. Go ahead and send your resignation this weekend. As long as you're okay to go, you're going to work to the end of the month. You'll be paid in full, but don't wait until the end of the month to send it in. Why? I do not build with people who don't want to build with me. I do not keep people who want to go. Because for every time you keep them, their lack of commitment corrupts the commitment of others who are in the business. And when you keep underperformers, they begin to corrupt the performance of those who are performing well because you're tolerating low performance. So I told her, go ahead and send it in. Don't be afraid. I'm not angry. Why? Because I've come to accept the fact that in building a business, life is always in transition. You're going to have people join you, you're going to have people leave you. No matter how much you treasure them, they have to come to certain. I have a staff who is getting married this month and would need to relocate. We're trying to make some arrangements for some remote work arrangements and all of that. But then I can't ask her not to get married. So people will join you, people will leave you, but then you must be sure that you have systems that increase the chances of people staying with you for long. So, like I was saying, your probationary period should help you test the quality of your hire. Whether you're using the service of an external firm, a recruitment agency, or you do a direct recruitment or an internal recruitment, please maximize the probationary period. Pay attention to it. Have the key performance indicators. What are you looking out for this person to, ace within the first 3 months? That if they're not there, if sometimes even in 1 week, you tell yourself, I made a mistake. And if you made a mistake during probationary period, you don't need any notice for quits. You can do a day notice and say, oh, sorry, we can't continue with you because you have not yet been confirmed as an employee of the organization. So do not feel bad when once in a while you make wrong hiring decisions, even the best of us, because sometimes people come with all the English during interviews, all the packaging, and they are still unable, very unable to, perform to the extent that they said. So please maximize your probationary period. The last paragraph here says, while recruitment helps you attract the right people, onboarding helps you retain the people you have hired. If you have a poor onboarding strategy, your poor onboarding strategy will make a mess of your good recruitment efforts. I've seen people hire good staff and the staff leave them in 3 days because they don't know how to onboard. Onboarding is a process of allowing people settle into your organization, and you must pay attention to that. Thank you so much for the feedback. I see my voice is okay on certain ends. So no matter how well you recruit, please do well to have an onboarding system, as that will help you retain the good people that you have hired. So why do we need an onboarding? First, onboarding ensures that there's perfect alignment with the corporate mission, vision, values, culture, and philosophy of your organization. Now, some of us just give out job descriptions when we hire people. I'm going to sing this in. Onboarding is not job description. It's not, oh, take your job description and figure out how to do it. No, it's not a plug and play. It's a nurturing process. And it begins with you indoctrinating them into the vision for which your organization exists. So if your business does not have a vision, if your business does not have a vision, you are going to struggle to build people. You're going to struggle to have people stay with you. Now, I've been in the Ghana climb. I stayed there for a period of 7 to 8 weeks, sometime in 2023. We had come in to set up, a business for our clients in Ghana, and the Ghana, I'm in Nigeria. So there's a way we work here. And when I went to Ghana, I found out that the average person who came for interview did not have enough drive to work. They could give excuses. So let me know, what's been your experience with staffing in Ghana? They could give excuses. Oh, I had this. Oh, I have a burial to attend. Oh, I don't think this. So it was like, oh, you have to do extra work to get them committed. I don't know if I'm correct. You have to do extra work, and they can walk out on you at any time. They can tell you that they can just walk out and stop coming to work because of something that I don't even know what it is. So if you're in that kind of climb where you have team members who are always consistently joining and leaving your organization, the best thing you can do is to imbibe a very good onboarding strategy. It helps to create a perfect alignment between the team member and the company, aligning the areas of corporate mission, vision, core values, culture, and the philosophy of your organization. When you onboard properly, your team members will have the confidence to get the job done and done very well. I'm going to tell you why that is. You're going to have good relationship with your staff members. When there's good onboarding, you're going to have good relationship amongst your staff members. There'll be excellent team spirit in the workplace. Some of us want team spirit in the workplace. We don't want a case where we have team members who are fighting, trying to pull down themselves. When you have a negative spirit of competition in the workplace, people try to pull down each other. But what we need in our workplace is not competition in a negative sense. What we need more is collaboration, where people collaborate to see that the vision of the organization, stands. You're also going to have longevity with the organization. Your team members will come and stay for a long time. Every time people join and leave your organization, it almost looks like you're restarting your process. You have to keep training, keep hiring, keep training, keep hiring, keep training. It means that you can't even leave your business because you're always training and hiring. Nobody can get the job done without you. So are we together? All right. So you're going to have staff satisfaction and fulfillment. Most of us desire staff satisfaction, but we don't know how to go about it. A good onboarding process will help you attain staff satisfaction and fulfillment. And ultimately, you're going to enjoy speedy progress in the actualization of your corporate goals. Now, these are the results that business owners want. These are the things that we desire our team members to have. These are the ways we want things to happen. But the question is, why are team members consistently falling short of the standards that we hope and expect that they uphold? Now, what are the components of onboarding? When you're onboarding a staff, there are key areas you must cover during your onboarding process. You're going to have to make sure that you onboard them to understand the vision. If a person is working with you and cannot state your vision statement, now, most times it's not about the team member. Most times that we as business owners do not have clarity concerning the vision that we are building. We do not have clarity concerning the vision that we are building. So we do not even know what to tell our team members to know. So if you're onboarding, the first thing to introduce people to is not just to the task and job description. The first thing to introduce your team members to is the company vision, where they come to understand the reason why your business exists in the first place. Why do we exist? What are we looking at? What are we gunning for? If we are not actively letting people know the why of our businesses, they cannot commit. This week we had a workshop in Nigeria here, and during the workshop, our workshop are for business owners, corporate leaders, executives, and we talk with them. They are very interactive. We share the burdens that they have and train them on how they are able to overcome most of these challenges in their business. So what I want to let you know what I want to let you, what I'm trying to take you on right now is to help you understand and appreciate the process you have to take people through. So in the area of company vision, I had a lot of business owners complaining and saying, oh, my people don't have an ownership mindset. They don't have an ownership mindset. I don't know how many of us struggle with team members and ownership mindset and commitment. Please drop in the comments if you're struggling with team members, ownership mindset, commitment, and all of those. I'd like to see in the comments. Now, I told them something significant. People do not own tasks, that's responsibilities. What people own visions. When they own a vision, they will naturally execute any task and responsibility that comes from that vision. They don't own tasks. Let me also say this. Vision is about the only component that can ignite a human spirit to believe in possibilities. So once a person is inspired by a vision, no matter the responsibility that comes out of that vision, they are willing to fulfill it. I have a story that someone shared with me. I think when we were even in Ghana, someone shared with me and said that I think when America was trying to get to space, so there was this janitor who was cleaning up and all of that, and they asked her, "Why are you cleaning? Why are you doing that job?" And she says, "I am helping America to get to space." So she was able to interpret her job role in alignment with the vision. The job role was not independent of the vision, it was in alignment with the vision. So don't just sell job description to your team members, sell a vision to them. Vision is sold. People buy into vision. You sell a vision to connect with the person. That is the only way you can get their commitment. Are we together? Are you learning something out of this session? Now, the second thing you're going to onboard people or indoctrinate your new team members into is your company mission. I want to say this also. When you hire a person, it doesn't end there. You're in a consistent process of hiring and rehiring that same person. You're inspiring them. You're getting them to buy into what you're doing because there are distractions everywhere. There are people who are also vying for those team members that you have. So you're in a consistent process of hiring and rehiring those people by casting the vision. And some of us, if you've been doing your business all this month and you did not go through proper onboarding process, this is your reminder. This is your call to go back and re-onboard your team. Go back. Don't say, hey, it's been 2 years, so it's been long they came. Is there any need? There is need. And there is a great need for you to do that and start aligning now. Now, we have the company mission. Company mission is a strategy that you're using to accomplish your vision. The what? How do we get there? How do we move? How do we navigate? What is the primary strategy that you want to use to achieve the vision for your organization? So you must indoctrinate them in the mission. You must indoctrinate them in your corporate values, your value system. Do you have core values in your business? Any business that operates without core values is like a business or is like living in a house without a door. I don't know about you in Ghana. I know that Ghana has more sense of security and safety than here in Nigeria. But over here, you can't sleep with your door open. You can't have a good sleep with your door open. So you can imagine when a door or a gate, a building has no gate, no door, it means that anybody can access that building. Your core values is the boundaries within which we are going to carry out our vision. So let's say we have a target to hit 1 million cities this month in revenue. You won't say, oh, we'll do it by all means, whether it means us stealing. No. If you have your values stated, your values will guide your strategies. But if your team members are not onboarded to understand your corporate values, oh my, they will do anything even outside of your core values. So I had a team, I had a client whose best performing staff in bringing in sales was dubious, you know. And he says, oh no, I can't sack him. I can't sack him. If I sack him now, oh, that's our cash cow. That's the one who brings in the most money. I said, if that person that is operating outside the confines of your company value is the one who brings in the most money and you keep them, I said, it's only a matter of time. The reputation of your business will go down because you're going to do some things and engage in some activities that will bring down that reputation. You will have sales, but it's only for short term. That's why I say people or business owners who pay attention to the things that we teach are those who are interested in building legacy businesses, who are interested in building businesses for the long term. So, have you articulated your core values? And these core values are not things that you just get from the internet. These core values, these core values are things that align with your internal principle of operation. Your company should be an extension of your core values. You cannot ask your team members to become who you are not. If you're the person who does not, if you don't appreciate, if you don't appreciate integrity and you sell substandard products to your clients, you have no value of integrity. And you can't enforce your team members to have integrity because you stole from your clients and you've given them every right to also steal from you. So leaders are the forefront of modeling integrity. They are the forefront of modeling their core values, whatever they may be. But like I said, I love to always quote John C. Maxwell, who is one of the top leadership people that I know across the globe. He said, people don't want a motto to say, they want a model to see. They don't want a motto, M-O-T-T-O, a slogan, a cliche, something that we always say. They want a model, someone that models the values to them. Number 4 is your corporate philosophy and culture. There's a story undergirding any business. There's a reason why. There's a story. See, always use story to sell your vision. Stories sell, stories sticks. People remember stories more than they remember plenty words. Stories connect. So what is the corporate philosophy? What is our big reason? What's the underlying philosophy behind what we are doing? Why are we even doing this thing that we are doing? You as a business owner must dig deep to understand the why of what you're doing and know how to share it with your team so they can buy into your corporate philosophy. There's a reason why we do it. You can have 5 businesses, 5 different companies engage in a similar trade but have different corporate philosophy. The things I'm listening out to you here are the things that make up your corporate DNA. DNA. Your DNA, we don't know, 2 people have the same DNA, like exactly the same. No. We are all different. Your DNA makes you unique. And that's why if you understand what we're talking about, you're going to be able to craft your corporate DNA. I have this resource that I can give out to you for free only if I see a great participation. It's called the corporate profile worksheet. It guides you in how to create your vision, your mission, and your core values. At least those 3. It's called a corporate worksheet. I can give it to you for free access only if I'm excited with the level of engagement I'm going to have today. So if I'm not getting the emojis, the fire, the people dropping their hot points and the comment section buzzing, I'm not going to give you that resource. It's a paid resource, but I'm willing to give it to you. I also have another resource called How to Onboard, a book, not a book, is a guide on a 90-day implementation plan for onboarding. If I get good engagement today. So if you have people on the group that say, come and join. If you call everyone to come into the meeting today, I'm going to be that nice to share with you, right? Is that okay? So let me get more engagement and then we have a deal. Okay, so we have structure. Do you have a corporate organogram that captures, the role, the hierarchy of relationship in your business? That is also part of what you onboard with. This is the reason why when people don't onboard their team members into the corporate structure, you start to have role clashes. I don't know who to report to. An admin staff has an issue and is reporting to a security personnel because they don't even know what the flow of authority, what the line of authority is. So there are too many role clashes. So if you don't have any of these things, this is your reminder. You need to go and work on them. You have a lot of work to do, leaders work. So I'm going to run. So the next thing here is job description. Now, see when you're even getting to the job description, that now begins to outline to them what is expected of them and the contract that binds our, employment with you. So that's the next thing. And I know that that's where a lot of us stay. Was a team member joins, we give them job description and employment contract, and that is it. It doesn't end there. The final one is the policies, processes, and procedures. Your policies must be established, which is guiding that term of employment. Your processes and procedures. It's not enough to give job description while your JD, right? While the JD tells you what to do, the processes and procedures tells you how to do it. It tells you how to do what you're supposed to do. I tell people, discretion is an enemy of standards. If you hire a team member and say, hi, you're going to be our front desk personnel, another team, I say you're supposed to receive clients when they come into our company, and I'll just be nice to them, just be nice to them. That's not an SOP, that's not a process, that's not a procedure. So if you leave them to not tell, that's why companies go the extra and tell you when somebody comes in, tell them, hello, good morning, welcome to Tribe Leadership Consult. How are you doing today? How may we help you today? Whatever it is. But if you leave it to discretion, someone is going to say, hello, yes, good afternoon. How are you? What do you want? I've seen people, in fact, today when I went to the hospital, I saw a very rude front desk personnel. They were not told how to do their work. So you see why you need job descriptions, and you also need policies, processes, and procedures. Now, step-by-step onboarding process. I said here, the first one is pre-onboarding. Before a person, once you have sent an offer letter to a person to join your company, even before they resume at the office, you have started onboarding them. So what I do when I hire a new staff, before they even start coming to the office, I've sent them our employee handbook to start studying. You can send them a founders video where they can watch and you hear the founders express the reason. You're already getting their mind ready for where they are coming to. A founders video that captures what they are working, what the business is all about, what our values are, why we started, why we are building, and all of that. You start to send them resources to get them ready. Even before they come, I already send them what their standard to-do list is like. So they start to know, okay, this is what is expected of me, this is what I'm going to do, just to get them ready to start fitting in before they come in on their first day of work. There's what we call the body program. A body program is when you assign a person in your organization to become a friend to that person, to help them settle in. Oh, now note this. Nobody performs well working on eggshells. If a person is so scared and so cautious and so this in your company, the tendency for them to perform well is very low because they are scared. Their mind is not settled. So there's a body program that some companies use to assign someone to become a buddy, a friend to that person, help them settle in, help them get used to the environment, answer their questions and all of that. Whoever you're going to assign as a buddy to a new hire must be someone that you trust can uphold the culture of your business. If you get it wrong at the body program, you're going to have someone go to tell the person, don't mind this our company, very useless company. They start to spoil their mind and spoil their heart even before they even come in. So be careful who you assign as a body. Before a person resumes, you must have a stated first day activities for that person. When they're coming on the first day, what should they expect? Some people go the extra mile to package a welcome gift, for their new hire. A welcome gift could even be a pack that has some branded company materials, maybe a cup, just some branded company materials here and there to make them feel welcomed. I have a resource called Gift Ideas for New Hires. Do you want it? If you want it, just keep participating. Yeah, so after that, I could choose to send all of those resources to you. I do not like to hold back resources. I try to give, when I want to give value, I like to give value to the highest. And by the way, we're going to be in Ghana next month. In less than 20 days, I think in 19 days, we're going to be hosting our first workshop in Ghana. Are you going to be there? Am I going to meet you? We're going to decide all of that today. Yeah. So I'm on your side. So what then we have the first month onboarding program. There are series of activities and things that a new hire must check in the first month, for the second month, and for the third month. So what I'm going to do after now, I'm going to forward those resources to the group. I know that those who did not come are going to have to benefit from it, but then I'm going to forward it just to help you know how to do that. That's a 90-day onboarding implementation guide. I prepared that, I think, like 4 years ago, but I'm going to give it to you just to help your mind and your heart to, go around what you should do on the first month, in the second month, and in the third month. All of these things are well broken down in that resource. So here's me telling you, dear leader, you deserve to have the best team. You deserve to have the best team. Priscilla said I'm going to be seeing her in Ghana. If I'm going to see you in Ghana, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comment. I'm going to count a lot of goodies. Trust me. Trust me. I feel like those of us that I have in this group, I see you as family members already. I've not seen most of us. I know I've communicated with most of us and all that, but I'm hoping that we could connect, and we could help you create highly profitable and sustainable business. So what do you benefit when you have when you build with the right team? Here it says you're going to have speedy accomplishment of your corporate goals and objectives. You have peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind. Every business owner wants peace of mind. You're going to have entrepreneurial freedom, because I know you started your business saying that you're going to have freedom. Oh, I have Irene. Irene says she has registered. Thank you so much, Irene. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Yes. All right. You're going to have more money. More money means profitability. You're going to have strategic growth, business longevity, and expansion. Trust me. Trust me. I want to see you win in your business. It's a huge burden for me, and I try to help you, walk you through people processes, people operation systems that you can imbibe in your business to have a winning team. You can never outperform the quality of your team. You cannot. No matter how intelligent you are, if you have the wrong team, it's still a mess. It's still a mess. And a whole lot is hinged on you, the leader. Because most times, the things we complain about in our companies are not even the fault of the team members, they are our fault. I like to quote John C. Maxwell again, where he says, everything rises and falls on leadership. So if certain things are happening in your business, it's on you. It's really on you. And that's why we like to have these conversations with business owners. So quickly, I need your permission. We are coming to Ghana. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yes, I know I have some of us. Someone is saying I should organize this every week. I can do this every week. In fact, I'm going to start doing some of these things every week, just so that I can help as many businesses as possible. Beyond the profit objective is just to help businesses, really, to build thriving and sustainable organizations. So Ghana, you're going to have me. You're going to have my team on the 12th of June in the beautiful city of Accra. And I'm excitedly looking forward to this. Some of you here have registered, but I'm asking the rest of us, why have you not registered? Would you want to come in on that day and find out that there is no seat for you, or there are no provisions made for you? I know that sometimes some of us like to hold back and delay up until last minute, but trust me, I wouldn't want us to get to last minute and then there's no seat for you. I might say, oh, we're so sorry, we can't make further provisions. We're coming with our team of consultants and strategists. And guess what? After this workshop, you're going to have a complimentary access, at least for 45 minutes, to a consultant to discuss your own business with them. It's going to be explosive. In this workshop, we're going to delve into conversations around how to build winning teams, how to structure your business. Some of us are battling with business structure. We keep hearing structure, structure, structure. We don't even know what the ABCD of structuring is. We got you on this. We're going to talk about how to build executive leadership skills. Remember that everything rises and falls on leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. And you have to prepare yourself to be that leader that people can, be a part, can follow. Very important. It's happening on the 12th of June. This is barely 19 or 18 days countdown to that day. If I'm going to see you in Ghana, I'm going to come with a gift for anyone I'm going to see. Irene, I got you. I can't wait to see you already, And I'm assuring you that whatever investment you make in this workshop will be one of those investments you're going to say, wow, I never knew that. In fact, I think I have my assistant somewhere here. I'm going to ask her to post, okay, she may not have it where she is right now, but I'm going to send across to you the recording of, we had a workshop just on Thursday. The testimonials have been mind blowing. The testimonials have been mind blowing, and your business can be the next one to be testifying. But here's what we're going to do. We're not just going to stop we're not just going to stop at the level of just teaching you and working out. No, we like to provide adequate support to those who participate in our workshop. So part of the things you're even going to get, you're going to have access, to what's this resource? We call it the business growth box that has over 3,000 business development templates that would help you structure your business. See, we have your best interest at heart. Now, these are reasons why you should be part of our workshop. You're going to have executive networking session. We're going to share insight and expertise. We're going to have community benefits. You're going to birth collaborations. You're going to meet new people who are in business doing amazing things. Now, you can say now the fee per executive is at 1,500 Ghana cedis per executive. Now, this is what I'm going to do for those who are live here with me today. If you're going to be securing your slot, and trust me, you can pay in installments. You can pay the first 500, pay another 500. You can pay in installment. Just let us know on time and give us your details once you make payment. For those who are going to register tonight, for those who are going to seal a slot tonight, Ghana, you don't know what is coming. Trust me, your business is about to get on a higher level. I'm going to give the same discount we gave for early bird discounts. The early bird discount is at 1,200 Ghana cedis. The details are on the screen. Either you're paying through MTN Momo or you're paying through APSA, whichever one, it's good. You're going to rush now, even as we're having this call. Make your transfer to the number on the screen. At the same early bird discount that got expired April 15th, this is May 24th. You're still going to have access to it just for today. We're giving a 24 hours access for you to secure your slot at the same amount. And for the purpose of this webinar, if you're coming in a group of 3 and above, either a group of 3 business friends or 3 team members from your company, we're going to allow you register at a flat fee of 1,000 cedis per person for the 3 people. So if it's 3 persons that are coming, it's 3,000 cedis instead of 4,500 at the original price. This is a 24-hour fast action takers discount. I'm not even going to post reminder about this on the group. I'll just post the details on the group. But we're not going to post reminders and keep pushing. We have a lot of people, a lot of forward-thinking business owners who are securing their seats. We're talking with them already. And you never can tell where your big business deal will come from. If you do networking the right way, you never can tell where your next big deal will come from. So if I'm going to see you in Ghana, just drop a chat. Just drop a chat and say, yes, I'll see you. I'm sure of some persons here. Irene, I know I'm going to see you already. So if you're here, I'm going to make sure that you have adequate resources to build your business. We're also making provisions for virtual participation, but that yet is still limited because we want more persons inside so we can have ample time to network, to connect, to help you build. So if I'll be seeing you in Ghana, just drop a chat and say, yes, I'll be seeing you. If you're securing your slot tonight, drop a chat and say, yes, I'm securing my slot tonight. If you want your business to go on a higher level, this is your chance. This is your opportunity. I'm going to share multiple testimonial videos so that you can see the amazing impact that this workshop is having with a lot of businesses across Nigeria. And Ghana is the first African country outside Nigeria that we're heading to. So let me know, will I be seeing you? It's time to check the comments. Will I be seeing you? I'm Jed Aziz. I'd like to see you in Ghana. I'd like to see you at Accra. Will you be there? Will you be there? Or Brantour? Let me know, who am I seeing in Ghana so that we can end this workshop in peace. And of course, I promised you a lot of resources, but I need the engagement. If I don't, if I'm not inspired by the feedback, should I hold back my resources? So let me see. Who are we seeing in Ghana? I'm sending you videos of some of the one we had this week, even in February, so that you can see what the workshops look like. Who am I seeing in Ghana? I'm not seeing any comments. Is it me or is it my network? Who are we seeing? Who are we seeing? I'm not seeing anybody on the chat. I'm not seeing anybody on the chat until I see, until then I'll go over to the next page. So I want to encourage us, as many as you are, if you know other business people, please bring them on board, because this will be that experience that will turn their businesses around. Any other person joining us? Okay. So, oh, I see my operations manager will be there. So please maximize the 24-hour discount that we just gave. After 24 hours, the prices will be at 1,500. But if you're paying tonight, you can get it at 1,200. Oh, I have Adewale. Adewale said I'll be in Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria. Adewale, you can join us to Ghana. Or the boss has moved. We're moving to Ghana, so you can join us. All right. So in the absence of, if there are questions about onboarding, I'm happy to answer them at this point. If you have questions about onboarding, I'm very happy to answer them. So you can quickly drop your questions, or after the session, you can send the chat on the group. We're going to open the group after now. I think we have some intruders on the group. So we're going to open the group. You're free to ask questions. You're free to post, your payment evidence. Once you've made payments, you notify us and just post your payment evidence. Is there any other thing before we go off? Thank you so much for joining us this night. Thank you so much, and I'm earnestly looking forward to seeing you in Ghana. So after this call, we'll send in registration details, 24 hours discount, 1,200 CDs instead of 1,500, and 1,000 CDs for group participation. So if I'm going to see you, then let's meet in Accra, Ghana. Thank you so much for joining in. And we'll see you in Ghana. We'll see you in Ghana. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest. Bye.